welcome to Parade Handmade. This week we're going to talk about Shopify, Etsy, the Shopify speed, the newsletter subscription work that we're doing behind the scenes, that I'm doing behind the scenes, me and my little posse of me and I, and the YouTube channel, how I'm getting on with the YouTube channel and what's happening and the maneuvers I'm trying to do to improve things. And a big welcome to number 24, by the way. You are fantastic. I'm sorry that it's not a DIY this week. This is the kind of video I haven't done for a long time. I've been focusing on the DIY part, which is fun. The upcycling and recycling of the clothing and that. I love that. But a lot of my previous subscribers were mostly interested in Shopify website, how it's moving, what we're doing, all the work we're doing. So I'm learning things all the time and I'm implementing them, and I'm going to tell you how it's working for me. I am not going to be a guru here, or I'm not going to try and tell you everything I learned from the professionals verbatim, and I'm not going to be a data cruncher for you. And I want to really improve my site and my offering. This is going to be now and then, and I'm going to continue doing my DIY because I can, and this is my freedom. This is an enjoyable part to me, and I really need to feed it into the whole admin left brain work that I have to do to run Parade Handmade. I want to talk about the projects for next week as well. I just wanted to tell you that up front so you could have a feeling of what was going to happen today, and I didn't want to waste anybody's time, but I also wanted to let you know if it is something that you're interested in, because all the time in the background I am a very small business owner, but I'm a creative business owner, and I'm not a natural business head. So you might have noticed I've stopped the Etsy shop. Now obviously I said that when I changed the name, and I don't say the name of the Etsy shop or anything like that, because I have stopped it for the moment. I'm stopping it, I think, completely, and I'm going to take down the products and list them on Parade Handmade. That was a big decision that I made. It's not that I have any problem with Etsy as such. I mean, people have problems with all the platforms that they work with, but they're brilliant for what they do. My issue was purely I couldn't give it what it needed. I couldn't update it regularly. I was daunted by the thought of having to list. I hate listing. That, everybody who's in online business has to list or get someone else to list. So I have to get me to list everything. It's all admin. It's a lot of admin, and it's tedious and it's repetitive, etc. So that was just a whole other shop to have to deal with, and it was just too much, frankly. And I couldn't really put all my effort, my huge effort that I want, into Parade Handmade. So I consolidated with some advice. I consolidated everything. Kind of knew it was coming, but I wanted to wait and speak to a professional who works with this kind of overview of this whole thing, this kind of thing. So I consolidated everything, and everything's back to Parade Handmade. I used to worry about promoting myself too much on Parade Handmade, and I didn't want to kind of overshadow the other suppliers and that, but actually you live and learn, and it kind of comes, well, you're part of it and you run it, and the more visible you are, the more visible they are, and it all works out in the end. So that's what I did. I settled to that, and I'm happy about it, and that has really relieved me of posting to the social, posting to that was Instagram and Facebook and anything else to do with that brand name, and I don't have to deal with the Etsy algorithm and all of that and listings as well. On that note, I have filled in the cavity there that was created with huge efforts to march Parade Handmade a little more forward than it already has, the Shopify website. There's exciting things going on. We have some new products to shoot and list next week. Prints from New Lebret King, and we have some beautiful hats and wrist warmers and things like that. And also we always give out a little freebie with our gifts and things when we're posting them off, and I like to have some handmade little cards for that. So I want to make a little batch of those today. Besides that, I've been pleasantly surprised. Anyone who's been watching this for a while knows that in the background I'm working and working and working with my Shopify website, Parade Handmade, to speed it up. Now, it is up to 49 today. Now that sounds slow to a lot of people, but actually now I've been working on it, and to my absolute delight today, I've moved up from the red zone into I think it's an orange zone. A lot of our competitors would be in around the same speed. Now I'm still going to continue to work on that, but it sort of feels a little bit arbitrary Google takes a while to pick up on it, and the search engines and that do the other ones, Bing and whoever else, but it's Google really who we're trying to please at the moment. The other thing I want to do is keep improving my YouTube offering. I'm thrilled with number 24. You are fantastic for joining here. I just have to say, I'm so thrilled with every new subscriber, because it means somebody out there is interested in what I'm interested in and the way I do it. Now, obviously, I'm going to try and improve that all the time. So with that in mind, I think, now, please feel free to comment if you think this could be good, that could be good, less of this, more of that. A couple of things I've learned is I'd like to try and mix up the backgrounds, move around, not be in the same spot all the time, which is grand. I just have to get more organized with that. I've noticed with some other people, their tempo is much quicker. They don't spend so much time talking, which is an issue with me because I like talking. So I want to just not talk as much. I want to focus maybe on one item per episode, let's say. See, the problem is I start a project and then I do it and it takes so long to do it that I'm bringing it through to the next week and I'm showing you that. And I have another project and another project. And then now I have 3 projects. I have the jumper and I have the blue bag, which is coming along. It's really lovely. The blue felt bag, the navy one. And I'm really enjoying it, but it's time consuming work. So it's not going to be done in a flash, especially with everything else going on. So I have that. And I have the lovely blue sweatshirt, which I want to wear. So I want to do that too, but I only have so much time and I'm getting myself all flustered in a big pressure because I want to show something interesting. I want to show you that it's moved along. However, I'm quickly beginning to realize that little structure isn't working. So I'm going to do that and continue doing my projects in the back. But what I'm going to do next week is focus on one thing. And if I show you the update really and truly, it's going to be, here you go, I've put in these little flowers and I've done this and I'm working on that. Done. And this is the sweatshirt. I've decided to turn it inside out. Look what it looks like. And I've moved that to the front and this is going here. And I may even have some of that stuff ironed on the back. That word which I can never remember, but it's the lining, sticky on lining thing that you iron on and it kind of stiffens the back for you. I'll have that done. I'll show you. And for example, I'll have that done. It's not a promise. And we'll move straight on to the new projects because I was in the other room in the wardrobe where I keep all this stuff, all my material and all my projects that I want to do. And I found great ones. And I separated them into a little pile of these would work very quickly. Like some of those fashion items, some of those things that came out of bags or from secondhand shops or charity shops, they only need a tweak and you can wear them. And that is the fantastic thing about it. There might be a little bit of size too big, or it might be a little bit out of date, or it might be too broad here and you need to tuck it in, or tuck it in at the waist, or take it up at the hem, or put a button in it, or put a little bit of detail in it, or, really quick things. So what I think I might do next week is bring out a few of those and maybe one very big interesting to show you. Now, I'm not going to process it right there and start doing it right there, but just for the interest and for the movement, so that you're not stuck looking at the same images every week. Now, the other thing that I've been working on is, I've mentioned it before, the subscriber list. It's hugely important. It's massively important. If you could have a subscriber list, get an app and work on it before you had a website or before you have an outlet, that would be really good. You need your subscriber list because you need to speak directly to people. Now, I'm continuing to do marketing courses. Initially, I didn't do any courses. I just downloaded bits and pieces and I read tips and tricks and read little books and things. But there is nothing that's going to replace experience with people. So I'm not a data analyst in a sense of the way those people can do it. I would just be bored. I want to create and make. And I'm still not there. In a sense, I'm trying to create a bit more space for me to do that. So I'm trying to get my whole system more streamlined. And it has enabled me in the last year to do more creative work, but I'm still really building that. So I'm allowing myself another while, at least maybe a half a year, before I really go head on into being creative most of the time. And I'm hoping that I can get on track with all of the new processes. And I can. It's not that I don't understand processes or I haven't done them or I don't employ them already. Just there's a lot of new ones and a lot of different apps and methods and processing and organization. And it's not my strong point, the whole admin thing. It's fine to a point. I'm learning more and more about different kind of apps and behaviors that can, but there's no way that I could share it all with you. So I'll just tell you my experience, and I can tell you like what's helped me and things like that. So, but I don't want to come on here and even to tutor you about marketing or anything like that, just to tell you my own experience. So that's good. That's really good. That's going on in the background and I'm working away on that. I did a webinar and a little course on blog creation, how to manage your blogs and how to improve your blogs and things like that. And that was really, really helpful, how to kind of streamline them more and more. The other thing that I've done is, and I'm thrilled about this, I've developed a PDF download for the lead magnet to encourage people to sign up to our newsletter. So I have that in train at the moment, and I've been learning how to manage all the newsletter flows, templates and flows. I've been using templates for a long time in Klaviyo, but to manage the whole flows, if they say this or if they do that, then send them this, and etc, 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 because you want to keep in touch with your people. And I've been learning. It's not that I didn't know theoretically what was needed. I just don't have the retention at the moment. It's probably time of life. I get fog brain quite often, and it was stopping me from processing so much data and so much stuff all of the time. So I needed just to be with people who knew how it was done, tell me how it's done. I'll get in the habit of doing it, and then off I go. And it's actually doing well. You just have to give yourself some time to absorb the information and to let it settle and to get into your own little routine and your own flows, and then it works out. So I have that lead magnet in place. If someone signs up to our newsletter, they'll receive an email, and in the email is a digital download, and within that is our 10 top tips for gift wrapping and a demonstration video, which I'm working on at the moment. I've done it, but I sent out an email today to our subscribers who are already subscribed, including myself, and I noticed that I couldn't click on my video, which really vexed me. So I have altered that and sent another one to myself to see if it works, so that I can actually have a little link to the video within the email, etc. So you can see there's a lot of process to that. You know, you shoot your video, you edit your video, you move it over to somewhere else, and then you have to upload it to YouTube, and then you have to create a PDF. And I did it in Canva, and I've always been using Canva. You do that, and then you can upload that to Shopify in files. And then when you create your email for your subscribers in Klaviyo, you can bring it off. You can bring in the PDF that you had from Canva, and you can link your video that you've uploaded to Shopify. It is very complicated. So for me, it's a big process, and if I run at it like crazy, I get confused and muddled. I'm muddled now even telling you, but I have it written down, most of it. And so I would like to repeat that and do different kinds of things, different kind of lead magnets to encourage people to join up, because not everybody wants to know how to gift wrap. There's a lot of people out there who follow creative sites like ours are great at wrapping. So there are some people who want to know. I'd like to do other things, other kinds of demos and things like that, and it could be a bit of fun. But it's getting all of your ducks in a row to get you to where you want to go. And that's the kind of thing. I don't want it to be endless. I want to create a kind of a structure with the help of the professionals to get me to where I want to go. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. So thank you for coming to Parade Handmade today, and thanks for listening. If you've managed to stay on this long, you deserve a medal. Bing, 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 bing. I'll give you a few medals there. I'm looking forward to next week and getting a little bit more done of the project, and good luck with your projects this week. Give me a little comment in there and let me know how you're getting on, or what you're doing, or what it is that you're interested in. And like and subscribe for more videos like this. Bye. Have a good week.